one of the things that I encountered when I was looking into Bloom and speaking to you about what Bloom Procurement Services are doing was this concept of social value that's talked about. Um, could you explain a bit about that and talk me through some of the ways that Bloom are really providing that social value?
It's a big mix. And in essence, with things like ESG, which is environmental, social governance initiatives, which is becoming much more visible and certainly will do, I think, over the course of next year. A lot of what Bloom are focused on in terms of social value is, like I said, it's about, in the end, facilitating a project that allows us to build schools. It also helps support existing schools and hospitals, initiatives on the ground at a local level. It could be anywhere from environmental and green initiatives that a local government wants to do and work with the right suppliers. So we've got a lot of vetted suppliers that are ready to go, and we know who they are. And there'll be a bigger focus from us on what the criteria will be for selecting suppliers based on the needs of the client being local or central government. So even at a top or governmental level, if we're wanting to build a school through environmental or ethical means, or work with suppliers that we know are also doing their bit as well. So it's not just a case of the end outcome, but the process of which suppliers we use can lead to good outcomes by simply utilising them. Helps promote a really good outcome overall. I think the key thing that sometimes gets lost within the public sector world is how much is being spent, and you hear it in the news all the time. But I think Bloom can bring it to life and actually say, well, yes, this amount of money was spent, but this is what the outcome was at the end. And I think it's just making it a much clearer, transparent view of effectively taxpayers' money and what value are they getting out the back of it in which parts of the country, and does that translate into success. So I think the more we can look at that further and really harness a lot of the data that we collect naturally by processing a project, we've got a real chance of bringing to light a lot of what's transpired from delivering a project, and it's making it more than the sum of its parts fundamentally. So a lot of the social value part of it is very genuine at Bloom. The culture at Bloom is very much focused on that. We've got people in key roles that specifically what they look at is social value outcomes. So it's not a thing that just happens by chance. It's by design, and it's something that we're going to do a lot more heavily on over the course of next year.